No,
We're live.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Here we go.
Santos, what's the matter?
Stomach problems.
Stomach for shit.
Yeah, what? What are you?
Stomach problem.
What, you took a big shit. So what?
I ate some bad pizza again.
Wow, that's from your school, no doubt.
Maybe you should cook your own food instead of going to the neighbor's trash can and picking it out of there.
Shit, I'll just do what Leon does now.
What?
Let's go to back lane.
Let's go to like a raccoon.
Yeah.
Big transporter rat.
If I disappear for a bit, you know why.
Yeah.
Holy
Big-
Jesus.
Man, I'm telling you. I don't know about you, Santos.
Rob,
What, man? I ate the wrong pizza. Like you've never had bad pizza before.
No, I haven't actually.
What? You're gonna say you never have.
Mike's Italian. He doesn't eat from Pizza Hotline, man.
I've had food poisoning 4 times.
Yeah?
3 of them are from McDick's. So I don't eat McDick's.
And the Tim Hortons probably that you always seem to get angry at.
That's pretty much every Tim Hortons now.
You had a pierogi pizza that wrecked your tummy, man.
Oh,
I didn't wreck my tummy, man.
Yeah, I'm putting the intro. Let's get do this now. Welcome everybody to Wow.
oh boy. Here we go.
Shit, start the show. Well, okay.
And now, join us for another power hour of all things fishing and more in Central Canada and beyond. This is the Casting Deck Podcast. With Mike Short News Tatoli, Jeremy the Dragon Boy Santos, and your host, Eric on the Red Labopa.
Yo, it's Monday, June
Good.
5. We are we're almost halfway through the year, if you can believe that.
Oof.
Halfway
Oof.
through
Too
2023.
quick, too fast, man.
You know
Don't
what?
forget, what's that?
I'm going to say this right now. I'm with Mike Cookluck, bring on the ice because it's too fucking hot.
Don't say it.
Don't say that, bro.
say it,
Come on,
bro.
man.
When you're sweating by 8 o'clock in the morning already and you got nut butter happening, it's
Nut
too hot.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked to the car today and I was done. I was like, I had to change my shirt.
Sucks, man.
And it's Mike Tatoli, Jeremy Santos, Eric Labopa. Don't forget Leon, the intern, working his way up. If it was up to David Schmidt, Leon would be promoted to producer of the show already.
Yeah,
Right there.
probably.
What's up, brother? Melissa.
Hey, Jesse.
Ashley in the
How's it going?
house.
But we always say David Schmidt doesn't know shit, so
Brendan Sa- Visit David Schmidt over the Canadian Tire in Selkirk, actually. He's,
Yeah.
Fix
star
those
staff in
wheels
the
up, man.
sports section. Yep.
yeah.
Real life. No such thing as bad pizza, he says on the YouTube side. Jason Cross, what's going on, brother? Joe Tilley, what's up, brother, out there in Alberta? Everyone's staying safe over there. I think
Hey,
the
Murray.
fires have calmed down. I think they've calmed down. Not
I
sure.
don't know.
I was thinking of you yesterday morning. I hooked him to heavy fish and broke my damn rod. Oh,
Oof.
Oh, that's
So we're tied,
awesome.
1-1.
sure. Nate Olson, what's going on? Alan Ali, Darren Ziprick, Wayne G in the house. I spent $700 at Cabela's because of Wayne G the other day.
What'd you buy?
What did you buy, bro?
A Bimini top. Bimini top.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
2 rods.
Ah, did you even use it on that Saturday?
We didn't even open it up, actually.
That's what I was gonna say.
You can take it back now. There you
I
go.
got sunstroke. I fried my one brain cell that I had on the weekend.
I can't believe it's nut butter. That's a good
Not butter.
Jerry Isa. Okay, cool stuff. We got Jerry Isa, and did you guys
Yeah.
see in a bit here? We're gonna talk here.
Nice.
We got a good show. We've got a guest angler off the Bassmaster Elite Qualifier Series. He's
And he's not Canadian for once.
Sasquatch hunter. Yeah, he's not Canadian.
Sasquatch hunter. Does that mean we're gonna have to give you and him a
He
private
had
room?
us at Sasquatch, and
Well,
that's why he's coming on.
When you guys bring that up, I'll just go watch the hockey game.
Yeah. We'll leave you two guys alone, bro.
He had me at Sasquatch hunting, so we're going to talk that. We're going to recap the local tournaments. We've got all kinds of youth beasts of the week and beast of the week and a couple micros too. We've got all kinds of things to get through here. So, let's do it, man. Let's get in on this stuff here. It's the Casting Deck Podcast every Monday at 8:15. Give us a sub there. We don't ask for much on the channel here. Keep the lights on. Give us a sub there on the channel. Buy some gear, something like that. We'll figure something out.
If you own a business, give us some money.
Yeah.
Just keep the lights on. That's all we ask for. Everything. Like, look at Darren Ziprick. Gave us money, but we're just giving it out again. It's all
we give it away. We don't keep anything. We just
give it
at the end
away.
of the year, we're always in the hole. Why is that?
Oh, this contest though, I tell you, it's gonna cost us money, man. It's all these cute kids coming in. Oh my god.
Oh, we
got one
beautiful
winner
fish.
for the month, but there's just too many cute kids, man. It's gonna cost us some money.
I'm making a lot of ice rods apparently this summer, so I've already made one.
Big shout out to the sponsors there, Tech Security. Call Daryl.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, how do you get a hold of
he's busy right now. He's working in Kenora. He's pretty busy out there. So, and he takes care of his customers because he went and did a service call yesterday.
Nice.
Wow.
On a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Will he
On
do
a
stuff in
Sunday.
Winnipeg too?
What's that?
You'll do stuff in Winnipeg?
Oh, yeah. He is from Winnipeg.
Oh.
He's actually from LaSalle, but he's here.
He's
and
all
there.
over.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Wicked. Thanks, Daryl, man. Appreciate you, brother. Cool stuff. We'll be using that Starling coming up here. Actually, get some on the road shows here and get some competition going again. So we're into June already. TFA, of course, Team Fui Automotive. Thank you, man. Longtime sponsor here. All your automotive needs, contact Dylan at TFA. Beast of the week coming up. We got a huge one. Big Smoke Barbecue in Steinbach. Thank you. All the micros. We still we got a few $100 prize packs to give out still. I think for May we're gonna do that. In April,
nice.
I think we never gave
that
that.
food always looks so good in that picture.
Yeah.
We gotta kind of try something different.
I'm gonna get a different picture that's making us hungry there.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Call me on brick.
Yeah. Call Jovi and Carlos, man.
Well, who's our dick today? Who's our dick today then?
Should we ask you, brother, what happened to you on the
Yeah.
Saturday
Should we
tournament?
ask you?
What?
I think you got the dick. Don't be a dick story for this one.
How?
Oh, now you don't want to tell.
I don't know what you're talking about. At the Falcon tournament?
Yeah. Did somebody pull in on you?
It wasn't bad.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me look at my messages here.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a little surprised at it. We're like being Divine are working. Divine catches an 18-incher, like 18 and a bit. Not enough to go courtesy away like at the tournament there. And then we're drifting along. I mean, we're gonna do this stretch from here to that dock over there where I've always caught walleye here and there, from here to there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking boat just come barrels in and they start casting. Holy shit. What the heck? We were moving now. It's not like we were anchored. What's going on? All the fish are under that dock. All the fish are under that dock. So we're going to get them. We caught a couple there this morning. We had to beat you to it. Holy shit. Well, had I known any, I would have moved over that. I didn't know.
I would have been bouncing jigs right off the windshield.
We cast it to the same thing for a little bit there. Then I said, well, you can have it.
Yeah.
Target fish.
No,
Whatever.
I don't put up with that shit anymore.
But how close do they come to you?
Yeah, we're talking a boat length in between us. Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I
put up with
mean,
it.
so any tournament, you're like you shouldn't be doing that, unless
Well,
it's like
yeah, there are rules to that stuff. I mean, community spots, it's still different.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is if you do that to me this year, you're gonna get a freaking 3/4 ounce jig right off the windshield.
It's cutthroat. It's cutthroat, bros.
You know what? I've been nice all the years, and it's always cost me. So now I don't give a shit.
It's just gonna be a big 8-ounce catfish weight just hitting towards your window.
Hayden, off the show, I was just saying I'm going to rename your team to like either the Lawn Gnomes or the Lucky Charms guy. You guys got that same beard.
Yeah.
There.
Are you referring to me, Eric? No,
It's
bro.
working though. It's working for
No,
those
no.
guys.
We came up on Hayden there. We'll talk about his beard in a bit here, but no, I'm not talking about you, brother. No.
Hayden feels guilty already, or what?
No. Well, he did come close. He was trying to protect his area there. Him and Bo, they're trying to protect their spot. It's one of the spots Santos knows I always go there. Shit, Divine, there's people on that spot. And then so I'm gonna work the docks then.
Yeah.
When Hayden comes, they got to protect their point. They come. It's tournament fishing, man. You're like staking your territories. He's coming to protect their point. Oh, he's gonna come in on you. You got to stake your little circle right there. I'm just passing through, bro. We're just passing through to get to the other side. No, it's all good, brother. Man.
Yeah.
See that I was definitely protecting my spot. You know how it is, man, in tournaments.
But
Hayden, are you guys on them? We got a couple.
Yeah, you always said
We
that.
got a couple.
I saw them call. I'm watching them call fish, man. And he's like, we got a couple.
He's
Speaking
always
of,
full shit.
Speaking of guys sneaking in there, so I'm at Lockport there the other day, or near the floodway where I always go on the shore, and I'm standing there, and I got about 10 feet between me and the next guy, so that's about pretty good for shore fishing.
Okay.
Suddenly, I'm like fishing for a bit. I look over, like one people snuck in between me, and 2 people snuck between him and the other. They're pretty much shoulder to shoulder. 8 people probably within like 50 feet. I was like, these guys better never hit some current, or there'll be some fights on the shorelines.
When you're at Lockport, man, you can't go take a leak or
No.
get snagged, man, because you got to come
Even if
back.
you leave your tackle box there, man.
You pretty much got to
You're fishing
make
on
your
top of it.
stance by like just taking your rod and actually casting like this. Just go in a circle. Nobody will come near you.
Yeah,
It's true though. That guy's dangerous. Stay away from him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one guy's there, his daughter's about to cast, almost hooks him in the face, and he starts yelling at her, and it's good times.
Hey, Santos, you fish with somebody you've never ever talked to before. How'd that go?
It went really well, actually. I mean,
That was
he's a super nice
Yeah.
guy. So
Oh, he is a nice guy.
he's
You got
super
to be
nice
nice
guy.
to him. He's a cardiologist.
I
might
will,
need him
yes.
one day.
I
You
will
keep
need him
eating-
one day.
If you
I
keep
will
eating
need him
bad
one day.
wieners and shit like that, you're gonna need them.
There you go.
Yeah. No, it
Anyone-
was awesome, man. So went well.
And you
I
got
mean, we-
DQ fish.
Well, we didn't get DQ'd. We just decided not to weigh in our one fish we caught.
Oh, okay.
You should
So-
get
I
the
know.
score in there.
But
John
Oh, well.
Guzzi and Gio Gurton won the mystery weight actually at that tournament, but we'll talk about
The
that
mystery
in a
weight.
second there. Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Then Guzzi owes me a whiskey because I had to fix his tiller handle.
Leon, I fish on shore all the
Oh.
time. You should join me. There you go, bro.
there
Yeah,
you go,
There you
brother.
go. There you go. Great guy, Gary says.
Andre's probably on the north, and I'm on the south. We'll have to just try and cast and kiss in the middle there.
Nice. You got to come down to the south, bro. You always go in the north. We were listening to her talk about how he didn't need his live scope. And at the exact same time, I'm 80 feet away watching him run over a school of wall in my live scope. You motherfucker. You're a liar. We caught a couple overs there, actually, man. Those were all too big, bro.
Yeah.
I could sense it. I'm like, look at all those fucking screens, man. I can't even be bothered with that shit. Meanwhile, he's probably trying to see, he's scanning under my boat to see what I'm running over, right?
Meanwhile, you watch this weekend coming up. He'll be peeking over my shoulder, looking at mine.
Oh, well, if it's there, maybe, but
Oh, if it's there, eh?
well, I don't know. If I'm looking at it, we're trying to use every tool that's possible, I guess. But I can't be bothered to put it on and you. Oh, I can't do it. It annoys me, man. That live fucking forward facing annoys me. Speaking of people getting too
Jesus.
close, Hecla. I heard there
No, I
was
believe
a
it.
million people.
I heard it was nuts, man. Nuts on the weekend.
That's some crazy fishing over there right now. Like, I mean, like, ready for Hecla, Darren Cush says.
Oh, there you go.
Count.
Oh,
How much does that cost right there? Count that. Was that 10? 10 a
well,
tub?
what are they now? $8, $9 a tub?
Well, after
$8,
tax,
$9 a tub, man.
just say 10. One,
Yeah.
two,
Those
three,
are,
Oh,
there's
what
a
do you got
dozen
there?
right there in the front.
Damn.
Seven. Oh, Christ, he's probably got $350 worth there.
We aren't the best at math. We're sitting here
Yeah.
counting.
We're counting
Carry the
tubs,
7. They owe us $15.
yeah. Oh, don't forget there's 2 extra tubs on the back there. So
That's
Oh,
like-
yeah,
Oh,
there you
yeah.
go, there you go.
That's like 30 tubs right there, man.
But really, I mean, it'll work. You can use plastic out there. Come on, man, right? No,
Yeah.
I think you can
Well,
use
you should
plastic.
be able to. Why not? If they're
Right.
biting that bad or that well, why not?
Yeah, if you're going through that many tubs, you got
30 boats at the lighthouse most of the day, Mark says. Pow, damn.
There you go.
That's galore. Hecla is worse
That's
than Lockwood
crazy.
for shithawks. Yeah, that happens out there.
Yeah.
That's been a big theme on some of the YouTube. Has been the shit hawking that's been going on.
A lot of it going on, right? A lot
Yeah.
of it happening, man.
Wow. Wow.
And I think you'll just see more and more of it happening and more people showing it.
So you
it
got to
happening
wonder
to them.
if you've got 230 boats fishing a tournament, sooner or later, you guys are all going to be on the same freaking spot.
Darren's hooked up there with the Dottie Pow, I think, or whatever. Those are the best minnows, though.
Yeah.
You gotta know a guy. Yes, you do.
You were saying, Mike?
Just a lot of shit hawk talk on YouTube. Like they've been doing a lot of conversations about it.
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
That
Like a lot of the guys that are YouTubers doing the Elite Series or more so the Opens, because it all started with Milliken, right?
Yeah.
No,
So
that'll be a
it's been
conversation.
pretty interesting.
Can I ask Jake Maddux about that? But while we were on Hecla, let's chat about that for a second. Jerry Esau had a post out there online. You guys see that? Where Doc, the harbor master, was
Oh,
yelling
that
at him
one,
and
yes.
stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Was that the
Yeah.
real harbor master?
I think he was actually the harbor master. Jerry's on here, man. You tell us, brother. Man, I think he actually was the harbor master. But some kids were, whoever, young guys on the boat were using the commercial dock to jump on the boat.
Oh.
And the guy just went
Lit him up.
Went crazy.
He was telling them we're not you won't be allowed to launch here anymore.
Wanted to fight everybody. or
Like,
whatever.
yeah. But
I
I,
don't
think,
know.
I thought that guy was on a sailboat or something.
Yeah. He'd still be the harbor master with a sailboat. I mean, a lot of those harbors there have sailboats.
I would have cooled them off a little bit.
Yeah, give him a little drop kick into the water.
No, just trim up and spray them a bit.
Well, there's two angles there. They were like everyone had good angles on it. I mean, they were saying, a lot of the Googans are causing trouble out there. But at the same time, the patience is low with the commercial guys. Like the patience is low they just don't want. Look at that. They just said, like Jesse said, there's 100+ boats on Saturday using our launches. Like it's crazy. It's a gong show. And all the boat launches, can only speak for Manitoba, are gong shows, man. All our boat
Most of them are, man.
Even if you had 7 boat launches in that one area, like right there, it would still be a gong show.
Still, yeah, stuff would still happen.
There's lots of signage. I mean, there's got to be some better way to handle it than going out and yelling at people. Everyone's grown people out there. You don't need to yell at anybody. I mean, talk to them. I mean, don't use the commercial dock. I mean, I think it's very simple. It says there not to use it. If you use it, you get caught. I mean, take a little tongue lashing, I guess, or whatever. But
well, it's probably been since COVID, right? They've had that whole area to themselves since COVID. And then all of a sudden, when everybody got free money to go and stay home and go fucking fishing all day, that's
Now
when
everyone's
it blew
out
up
there, man.
That's
Those
when it
people,
blew up.
those
No,
people who
everybody
haven't
goes there.
worked in a few months, they just go fishing all the time. I hate those guys.
who added to themselves, the recreational anglers?
No, me.
Yeah.
No.
No, the commercial guys are back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
No,
been
the
a commercial
commercial-
place.
Yeah, the
It's
commercial
always
guys
been.
have always had it to themselves, right?
Well, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
For the most
But
part,
they've always
yes.
had because no one knew about that place. And really, it's relatively new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, you gotta think if there's no
It has
commercial
nothing to do
guys
with
using
COVID.
it
I don't
at
know
the
what fuck you're
time.
talking about COVID, but it just no
Yeah,
one.
why
no
not
one
use
fished
it?
out there.
well, like in
And
2020.
how long
2020.
were these guys using it for? They just went there to drop off their guys and pick them up. It wasn't like they were moored over there. It wasn't like they're taking a spot or nothing.
Well, that's what I would say.
So
You know, I'd be fighting, man. I'd be fighting, man.
I would be too. If I were just there to drop you off and come back.
Yeah.
Like no,
Because
I'm
the
not
main
bothering
launch,
anybody.
is busy. It's busy. It's going to be a
Yes.
busy place. You're going to go, guy, just park the truck, go look for some open dock to pick you up. I mean, I don't know. I guess ideally you don't want people walking all over the place there, but I don't know. What's the
Okay, I'm going back to the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Everybody worked from fucking Monday to Friday. Then
Yes.
COVID hit. And every cocksucker that decided I don't need to go to work because our shithead prime minister is going to give us money. So they all went fishing. That's all they did. And then all of a sudden it was on social media, so it just got busier there. You can disagree with me all you want because you're going to anyways.
But I don't like. What does that have to do with the harbor master freaking out?
Well, now that's why it's that much busier there because
It's
everybody
because the
goes
fish
there.
is like it's fishing in a barrel. It's like getting 200 fish days and you actually had a shitty day. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
Easy
100.
fish. I call it an easy fish.
that's the. Holy shit. You got Jake Maddux in the green room. And enjoy the beer there, brother. Just to have some beer in the green room there.
He's probably gonna leave after he listens to us disagree on shit.
He's gonna think, well, I thought we were talking about Sasquatches all day.
Oh,
man.
wow, tell us how I really feel, Mike. We always want everyone to say how you feel. I mean, it'd be stupid.
Well,
boring
that's
if we
how I
always
feel.
agreed. If we always agreed, it'd be no good. That's
If you don't like it, you know where you can go.
the locals should be ecstatic. They should really be telling me to town. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but we're using a commercial dock.
Yeah, but if there's no one there, there's nothing wrong with using it. Unless you get it someone's way, then you're not doing anything, Bart.
The Gull Harbor people or whatever are going to speak to the guy, and I think he has to take a course anger management course or something like that. He's
Well,
got
yeah.
So him and I
handle
should
it,
jump
brother.
in the same car and go to anger management.
Yeah,
course.
go to anger management, brother.
He's gonna get his fancy harbor master hat taken away.
I have nothing but good experience with commercial guys up there. None of them care if you use the docks unless they're coming with a boat full of tubs and need to unload.
That's
Oh,
what I
that's
mean.
cool.
Just
The
don't
guy's
get in
having
their
a
way.
bad day,
Of
dude.
course, because it's Rob Mazer when they see a real life Sasquatch jump out of the
Jump
frickin'
out of the boat.
jump out of the boat and this. Can I go here? Yeah, hey, no problem, sir.
Real life, 8 hours, only 3 fish. Man, we stuck. Bro!
Come on. That
I heard
ain't
the bite
true.
did die down a little bit there, you were saying. I noticed several boats from the States, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, lots to. Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
So
Good, man. Yeah.
that's the whole need to make an actual proper launch, maybe. We've got the shittiest launches of anywhere, I'll tell you. Right.
We do.
Well,
Look
it's
at our, hey, they can't build a road. How do you expect them to build a boat launch?
I know.
look at that
Got no
one
money
that,
for that stuff.
when we went to Thunder Bay, Eric. That one right behind the hotel. How nice that boat launch was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just like right in the city, kind of just like how Canora's is, and it was just beautiful, right? Lots of parking.
Those fish,
Yeah.
anyway, I saw some fish there pre-spawn.
Yeah.
March Madness, they look like that, but
Oh,
post-spawn, they have been. Is the spawn
Those
spawn
guys.
done? I think the spawn is finished.
Well, I know on Lake of the Woods, Val caught one. It still had eggs in it.
Yeah.
and I think
So,
Well,
Chris Moran's there that his son caught. Same thing. Still was pre-spawn.
Pre-spawn, like
Yeah.
full eggs. Full eggs. Yeah.
Full
yeah.
eggs, yeah.
So they're
But-
still spawning then.
you have
But
to
I
find
know,
a
I
male.
know that temperature's going up big time, like real quick too.
Like really quick.
Really
We're
quick.
talking
Like,
like
you're
20
talking about-
degree swings
Yes.
here.
So that
Crazy.
might put him at the post right away.
You with the bass too. The bass have like done their spawn in like we're talking like 10 days, it seems like, or whatever, right? It's just
Dude,
gone.
man.
Yeah.
Like
Big
legit,
swing.
I was telling Val that you got to cast to shore.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she said she has to kind of work on her accuracy a little bit. But
Yeah.
every pretty much 80% of the smallmouth I caught, I literally bounced it right off the rocks on shore and popped it back in the water.
Yeah.
That's shallow, eh?
Like
Yeah.
they were that tight
That's
to
some
shore.
close, man.
Wow.
Falcon,
And they're like
was
3.5, 4 pound smallmouth.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Big
that's
ones,
good.
yeah.
Falcon was full of the bass, man. I caught so many bass. It was crazy. They're all over the place
Yeah.
now.
Dude, I just about had a Karen effect out at the lake there. I accidentally pitched a little bit hard into a tree. So I had to go over there.
The lady got mad.
Oh, this bitch was not happy.
Who's this?
So how'd you get it back, bro?
Well, I went up there up against shore and got it off. I
Did you
said to
promise
Val,
her some
just make
walleye
sure-
after or what?
I said, make sure the boat doesn't hit her little paddle boat there. She'll get really wound up.
Man, I'm so good. The Karens yell at themselves when I come around, bro. Man.
So you just find out a dick. You get
When
on
I
a
come
dick.
up, the Karens yell at themselves, man. I should get off this dock. I'm gonna get out of here. This guy's coming. Eric's coming.
So that you can take that two ways. Either you're really nasty or you're shitty at pitching.
That could be dangerous to be around here, man. Randy Bean says, 14-degree increase in water temps this past week. Yeah, man.
Can't be as bad as me, Mike, when I hooked that fake palm tree there at Lac de Bonnie there when I was with Eric last year. Pitched into a palm tree.
The fake palm tree. I know.
must be somebody's-
Leon, man.
Right into somebody's yard, eh?
Leon, bro. Bird River 70 degrees on Saturday. Holy
Wow,
shit,
yeah.
what's going on? Heck was one how we do it. Bite's starting to wind down as the water depth is up to 75. I heard the bite there was a morning bite on the weekend, and then
Yeah.
it go down. My suggestion is you don't sit by the lighthouse. If you go off, it's a little more stable if you go east into along the shore of Black Island there.
Black
Mhm.
Island
Or-
stuff, yes.
Where we were fishing.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna go even further, bro. No, I'm talking like way further, halfway to Manicotagan, basically, like way out there. You get a little more stability because it's prone to tides, right? Back in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wind change or it gets hot. If you're gonna be fishing that current, when it's good. But when it dies down, go travel.
Gotta find somewhere else, yeah.
I've never explored north of there, but you guys were talking. Go exploring at that point, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red was 74 Sunday. Pow.
Oof.
So we've
Yeah, and
also
it was
got-
Hot, man, hot.
And it was
Well,
hot yesterday. I only lasted like 2.5, 3 hours. And I got there like 6:30 yesterday. So
It's going to heat up pretty good. So
What's going on in Bassmaster Fantasy there, Santos Lawrence?
Well, we got our latest winner, E-Chan. I hope he's on this listening or watching or something, man. You got to make sure that we know you are alive. Or else, because who's going to get the next spot if he doesn't if we don't know who he is?
Well, who the fuck's D Dewey?
I don't know.
Well, that's up to you to find out, man. It's your contest. What are we giving out here?
What about KHW 4810?
What? Where are all
Look at number
those,
5,
man?
5th place. Who are these people?
I don't know, man, but a Lowrance hook reveal is up for grabs, man.
Mhm.
If you win one of the weeks, you got was it 3 more chances, 3 more weeks left.
Tournament
How did
8, 9, and
Santos
10.
finish
man.
ahead of me?
I did, man. I picked the first place guy.
You did,
and-
yeah. You had a good.
Well, I only got 2 guys that finished on Sunday.
Well,
That's
So
what
that
I had,
helps, though.
first and the 4th. But
Dude,
all the other guys sucked ass. They were in the bottom of the barrel. And
My
2 of them
top
way down
placing
there.
guy was 71st.
ouch.
My best guy was 70. Didn't
At
catch
least I got the
Best.
first place guy.
mine's about the same. I think everybody was sitting in the high 60s after
They could
day
be
1.
bots. They could be bots. No. We thought the last guy was a bot, but he was real. We met
He
him.
was
Monday.
really actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
real.
ended up being real. So there you go.
So yeah, hopefully this Ichan dude is real as well, so we can confirm that he gets
Alright.
entered into that hook reveal contest, man.
Throw your entries in for the next one. I think it's later this
We
summer
can
though.
look
The
at this
smallmouth tournaments. We're picking the Canadians again. Thanks to
I think
Lawrence
they're up
for
north now,
sponsoring
right?
that.
Yeah.
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 We're up
Cool,
north
cool.
now, man. So Canadian boys, hopefully light it up.
Fantastic. Cool. Did you guys see?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know. Did you guys see? What else you
What
guys
do we
got?
see?
I don't
Oh,
know.
hey.
Fuck, I'm asking you.
What did I see?
Hey,
On a
Leon, that Keith Porsche guy, he finished up high, eh?
Yeah, you did. But
Hey, he sent an FU to the Bassmaster guys. Hey, I can skip any road I want, man.
He was still fishing weird water, right? That guy always fishes weird water.
He always fishes weird shit. He always goes to the back, way into the back.
Yeah, and he finished what, 3rd, 4th?
yeah, he had a good.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. The only thing I've been seeing is 4 walls, and that's it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I'm
did
in like
you
a
guys
fucking
see
dungeon.
Nick Whiting, Dr. Nick, Manitoba born and raised, moved to Texas to be a doctor, but he's now competing on the Bassmaster Kayak Series. He's always been a good stick on the kayak up here. And what was going on there, Leon?
Yeah, I was talking to him. He said like he had a real good. I think he was sitting in 30th. I was talking to him Saturday, and he was positive about how he was fishing, and said, I just want to move up a few spots for the weekend. And next thing you know, I look, and he's he was sitting in 4th or 5th, I think, for most of it, and top 5 make it there, and ended up finishing 9th. And
So did he make it to the Bassmaster Kayak Classic?
did not make it, but like how he made a late post there today saying like how this one was, he lined himself up for probably being his best opportunity to get a good finish, and top like 9th place again. This is another Canadian who who's making a big splash in the series, right? And we'll hear from Jake soon too, right? What it's like to fish in these tournaments, like as a qualifier, right?
But I think in his last post there said the top 12 in the final, like the top 12 at the end,
Yeah.
you get to make it to the classic kayak thing.
Okay, so
That's what it looked like anyway. I could have read it wrong, but
depends on the final entries, maybe.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Nick on next week or in 2 weeks, I believe. So he'll tell us the whole deal.
yeah, and like you and we know like the kayaks have some big names. I even saw that Christine Fleischer, I think, is it?
Yeah.
She I think she finished like 13th or whatever. So same kind of thing. A lot of big movers.
She's a good stick, man.
Yeah. And I think what Nick was telling me is like his bag was close to 99 inches, which would probably be a 25-pound bag, because they just measure.
yeah.
They take a photo, measure, and they could keep calling out, right? Or trying to gain, but
gain inches, just like every other guy trying to gain inches.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Every inch counts,
but 25 pounds and from a kayak, like that's pretty
That's
down
pretty good, man. That's really good.
If you're just joining us, it's the Cast and Egg Podcast. It is Monday, June 5. We are halfway through the show already. We haven't talked about shit yet. But did you guys see the Manitoba Bass Anglers at the tournament of Lac-de-Bonnie? Pow! There's the winner.
And there was some big fish caught that you couldn't even weigh in.
So,
Yes.
new rules here in Manitoba. Jake will throw up over there back there. Our rules in Manitoba is no bass over 18 inches can be measured in our tournament. So we're fishing small. Although there's some good bass. Look at the biggest bass was 3.5.
3.5 pounds.
These are
Still
small.
good, man.
We don't have larges here, so we're talking nice smallies. But
Yeah.
But guys were saying they were throwing back 4s and 5s.
there's 5s that lack the ball. They don't count, so it sucks there. Aaron Weeb. Nice
And I guess,
work.
I was going to say, did you see Aaron Weeb? So that's nice to see him getting back and doing well.
It's his
He
home
actually
water
fished
there.
the tournament.
Yeah.
You did fish one, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
so
Good.
it's nice to see him out there, right?
I guess before the shit, congrats to Elliot and Dylan, who took that first place there or whatever.
Yeah.
And Tyler Campbell, CDP Nation.
CDP,
nice work,
yeah.
bro. Nice
Yeah.
work.
Second
Second
place,
place.
brother.
Second place.
Nice.
Yeah. But I was gonna say there weren't 17 teams in this tournament. There were 22 teams in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last time me and Santos got DQ'd, they bought a fucking font, a special font to put disqualified by our names. 5 teams got disqualified this tournament. I don't see their names at the bottom over here, man.
Nowhere,
They
bro.
erased them.
Nowhere, man.
Where's that special font?
They spent
That's DQ.
they spent all their money on that comics fancy Comic Sans italic for you guys.
Like, shit.
Oh, my God.
And
Made an
Where's the
example
special
of us,
font?
and that was it, man.
yeah,
Where's the special font? Hey, that's,
I guess they gotta run their own podcast show to get noticed
that's
too.
bullshit.
What's going on, bro? Second place. I was like, Sasaki, perfect. Sasaki and Matt Gelly, we're gonna see DQ by their names, bro. Nope, they completely as if they didn't exist. Did you guys see?
I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe it was because you guys were both tanned really well.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That was pre-tan. Santos is looking quite dark now. He looks like the Rock right now.
From one Aaron to another. I hope Aaron is doing good. I haven't kept up with him for a while, but last I saw things seemed a bit rocky. He's doing good, brother, man. That's all.
He's
It's
doing
good,
good.
man.
Aaron's doing
And hey, some good names like there's Nolan and Petra again. We talk about young anglers, right? And
yeah,
that's
upcoming
good,
those
man.
guys,
upcoming sticks for sure.
yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
hoping
it's
they
too.
didn't-
It would have been really interesting to see what the weights would have been if they could have weighed in 2 of the overs.
hmm
The DQ team's got Dairy Queen gift cards, bro.
Well, where's ours, man?
I'm getting a
That's it, eh?
flamethrower,
You
bro.
just seen that.
Flamethrower.
We need a DQ.
You just seen the
card, bro.
DQ's got.
Sorry, Mike. I saw that fucking they got DQ gift card. We gotta get her.
they got a box of dilly bars.
I'm gonna start crying here right away. I've never seen you so worked up over DQ.
It's so funny, man. I was just waiting for it. Come on, we gotta DQ it. Nope, they didn't put him down.
Nothing.
Okay.
No names.
Hey, I don't
nothing.
give a shit. Hey, Santos.
No.
You said you didn't get DQ'd. You threw your fish away, right?
Well, and then we went in and we checked in and said, okay, we're not weighing anything. We're leaving. So we actually went in early.
Always
Eric,
Oh, it's joking.
joking.
don't even have the DQ in your head this weekend.
No DQ, bro.
No DQs this weekend. man.
On a serious note, though, I mean, if there's slot rules, even on the Elite Series, there's slot rules at some places. It's a chance you take. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, if you had,
A lot of people push it.
yeah, you take
Yeah.
a chance. It is what it is. You want to be safe. If 18 inches is the mark, 17 and a half. Like, I mean, we won't relax that much. But if you're
No,
cutting
easy.
close,
Slow down. 17 3/4.
3/4.
And we've seen our
Quarters
friend.
is
relax,
room.
bro.
Yeah,
Maybe and a half a lot of room left, man.
and we've seen Gussie. We've seen
Just chase
Gussie
him around in
sometimes
the live
just
well. Just chase him around in the live well a little bit. Don't shrink up.
burn some calories. Yeah.
One more news and note here before we get to Jake Maddux, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna get some insight on the elite qualifier series. He's gonna tell us about his Bigfoot incident,
That's all we're gonna talk about.
and then we got all the whole pile of beasts. He's gonna have to pick the winners. The pressure is on, brother. Daryl Rosenfeld, what's going on, brother? Tech. What's the business actual name? Tech
Video security.
Tech Video Security. There you go, Leon. Nice.
Tech Video
Leon's getting
security.
promoted, bro. That's why.
Yeah, no, that's something. He's probably still mad at me anyway. So
If you're bringing line burners, you know the con. It is what it is. If you got the same ruler and everything, you're bringing the line burner. It is what it is, man. I got disqualified once. I never got mad. I mean, it's just the thing you do.
because you're pushing, right? You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know
yeah.
the consequences, man.
Yeah. Ouch, Daryl says. Ouch, bro.
Right.
It's
he
all
was
good, yeah.
like, okay, so Daryl just really started fishing again, right?
Okay.
So he went up on a fly-in. They caught a whole pile of fish, and he was learning how to fill it. Sorry, Daryl, I'm going to pick on you now.
Okay.
So I was at the dock catching fish off the dock. And he says, I need help. For what? Fillet my fish.
Yeah.
I need you to show me how to get rid of that rib bone. I said, hey, if you're going to catch fish and eat them, you fucking learn how to clean your own fish. Fuck, he stood up. He had a knife in his hand. Fuck you, I don't need your help. I said, don't be a little bitch. I'll come
Hey, we set up the sponsor, bro. Daryl, bro. We love you on this side, though, bro. Yeah, all good, he says. All good. All good.
They're all fun and games, man.
I went over there and we cleaned. I just told him he's got sausage fingers. That's why he can't use the knife properly.
Maybe in future, DQ one fish, not the entire bag, considering a fish pinch to the width of the.
Yeah.
It'd be tough, bro, because if it's actually breaking the law, you know what I mean? Having brought that in is actually breaking the law. So, like, you're not following regulations, so you can't just disqualify one fish.
They should maybe they should hire NBA should hire that harbor master to yell at people when they bring in overs.
Ouch. As a deterrent? Falcon Lake Walleye Masters went down this week. Also, that Pelican Lake tournament went down there. CDP Nation was out
A lot
there
of tournaments going on,
Yeah,
man.
Dave Pyatt and Perry Winnick were down there. Should have grabbed some of their pictures, but shout out to Hayden Merritt on here, but it's Martin, and Bo Besdick on like that's back-to-back wins. They won the NBA Falcon Bass and now the Falcon Lake Walleye. So that's legit.
That's the Lucky Charms team. Look at their freaking beards, man. They look
Lucky
like that Lucky Charms.
Lucky
Playoff beards, bro. Playoff beards right there.
Well,
how
old's Hayden?
12.
Young.
Yeah.
He's young, man.
He's a young pup, bro.
He's young, man.
He's young,
He's
bro.
lucky if he's 24, for Christ's sakes.
Well,
ouch,
yeah.
Daryl.
And-
Ouch, here, ouch. Was it short and would be pinched?
Yeah.
Yeah, should have been width of the board, I would say.
Daryl. Jesus.
I mean, my
You just caught that or what?
No, I'm behind. I'm looking on the screen here and I'm watching on my computer. It's 18 days behind.
They're trying to get it in with the colony. Nice.
Nice. There you go.
But shout out to Jason Wojcik and Brent there for they ran a great tournament. That's good. You know, it's been a while since they've had it since COVID and all kind of shit. So that's good. Appreciate you guys running that stuff. It was good.
Mhm.
I mean, it's
Awesome,
different
man.
slots.
Yeah.
Not that I think there was one master card. I think James and Randy Hebert caught one. They were saying I didn't hear of too many overs caught, but it does change some of the strategy. Well, a lot of the strategy actually. If you're not going for big ones, it does change the whole strategy.
But hey, who finished in 13th place there?
Oh, me and Divine right there, bro.
Yeah.
We were lucky to get what we got. I think we had to really scratch it up. One fish at each spot. It was crazy.
You're
Still.
saying you're going back and forth, eh? Spots.
We dropped a couple. I mean, dropped a couple right up there.
Yeah.
It's
Well, good
stupid
work,
when
though.
you're reeling and it's like light. Oh, it's light. Get the net.
Mhm.
When it's heavy, don't bother. Like, it just so counted.
It's
that's
like
I hate
Yeah,
that.
it's the opposite, yeah.
Sucks.
Stupid. That's stupid to me.
it is. It's ridiculous, man. It's
Anyway, that's the rules we're with right now. We'll talk more about that after. But we got Jake Maddux, Bass and Bros. Give him a follow and all this stuff. We'll let him tell us about his stuff here. He's in the green room drinking all our beer. We're gonna get him on the front lines here now. You're Jake Maddux. What's going on, brother? We're gonna get you on your. But this is where he had us here. He's Alabama, but down here, hobbies Sasquatch hunting.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you there, not me.
Got me. We got all. Of them. We're all.
They got
Bro
Eric, man.
Squatch.
I was trying to think of what I was doing in '99. Now I remember.
Not Sasquatch.
It just came into Mike. Mike just woke. I know what I was doing.
So hey, look, folks. Once he goes on, we're all the three of us are going to leave now, man.
Well, we're gonna talk.
Yeah,
It
boys.
makes no difference. It makes no difference.
Sasquatch.
I'm the one talking anyway. Fuck, man, make no difference.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Here we go now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Interview Jake then. Let's see this then. Jake, what's going on, brother? Thanks for
What's
joining
going on, boys? How are y'all?
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey,
Good,
man,
you?
what's up, bro?
Well, there's that slang, y'all.
Wow.
No, I appreciate y'all having me on. I watched the last podcast, the Japanese one, so
Nice.
just knew what I was getting into. So I appreciate y'all having me on.
I'm
And,
glad you didn't watch the one where
Yeah.
Eric was gone and Santos. I don't know where the fuck he went.
Yeah.
And I was slicker than a dog doing all my
it's that
talking.
one.
So
That's good.
Jake, I'll ask the first question here, and I'm going to hop off just to make it easier for the screen. But so just tell us about how you got on there with the Bassmaster, and how's your journey been so far? And then I'm
Yeah,
going to hop
so-
off, and we'll go from there.
Right on.
'Kay.
Yeah. So first off, I fished like high school tournaments here in Alabama. All of our tournaments are between 300 to 500, maybe 600 boat tournaments. Whenever I fished,
Wow.
since then they
Holy
split the
cow.
tournaments in half to like different divisions by throughout the state where they did Auburn, Alabama is the big rivalry here, so they did the Tiger division and the Tide division. So they kind of broke it up since I left, but I fished just a lot of big format fields in high school. Then went to college, went to community college near Auburn, and then I fished for Auburn University. And then I got the opportunity to get a job within the fishing industry. So I actually traveled to tackle stores all over the East Coast, from a little bit of South Florida all the way to Southern Maine. And I do product training with Shimano and G Loomis. So now being able to do that in the fishing industry, now I'm actually fishing full time, doing the Bassmaster Open stuff, and get to take people out on the water, test new product, and I get a lot of the cool stuff before anyone else does. So that's a lot of the perks of the job. And so now we're fishing the Bassmaster Opens. This is my second year fishing on 9.
Nice, man.
How do you like that? Like,
I love it. I love the format of a 250 boat field, just because that's how I grew up fishing. Was I feel like a lot of, there's a lot of guys that are a lot better than me that have been in the fishing, have fished professionally for years, but they don't know how to compete in a 250 boat field. And I feel like I can find stuff, kind of little stuff off the wall that most people won't find. And that's how I've been kind of approaching it every tournament, is really just trying to find the worst looking stuff and making the most out of it. So
just being different.
That's like Keith Boucher. You gotta be different, right?
Completely
Keith Boucher, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny you said that. Keith Boucher is king of the Open. Keith Boucher and Kenta Kamara are kings of the Opens.
Yeah.
Keith
they do really
likes to get as far away from everybody as possible, and Kenta likes to fish right by the ramp and just outfish everybody. That's how it works.
Yeah,
That's
and,
crazy.
He's throwing different baits than everybody. I talked to Kenta today on the phone, actually. He said he was tired of fishing that Sabine River, so he was headed to Lake Fort trying to go catch a couple 10-pounders.
No way.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So when those guys finish high, like they already have the tour cards, for example, are they taking points away somehow? Like,
what's that?
They occupy a spot like in the finishes? They do, right?
They do, but as far as like points go, they're not in it. So say Kenta won't get kicked off, but say he was having a bad 2 years on the elites, and he were to get kicked off, but he was doing well in the opens, he would still take that spot back. But if he's already on the elites, then it just goes down to the next guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I heard on the elites that they're actually going to review how their history has been over the years. That way they don't get kicked off if they're that close.
Right. So, I mean, like, there was supposed to be a lot of guys kicked off this past year, and I think they changed it to allow everyone to kind of stay back on. So nobody got kicked off this past year. So next year there'll be 9 guys or 10 guys that'll be cut. So it'll be interesting to see who prevails.
We can go back to a lot of years. It's foreign to all of us here up in Canada, where you said you fished high school and then you fished for Auburn, you said, right? Like,
yeah.
Like that's like, we don't have it. We'd love to have it. We see it from afar. You had like a scholarship, or you played on the school team? Is that what it is?
Auburn didn't have a scholarship program. I actually went to the community college before I went to Auburn, and basically we had a fishing coach. He was just a guy that was involved. Was a teacher at the school. Basically, we would raise sponsor money and do it. Being at a community college, we didn't have that much funding, so whenever I did go to Auburn, basically we got to experience what it's like to be a professional angler, as far as like getting sponsorship, because each team, the way we did it was we had a big team. We had over 100 guys on our team. And
hundreds.
Over 100 guys on the team. And then we did, I think we did 5 fall qualifiers, and we also did boat wraps. So the way the boat wraps worked is anyone could get their boat wrapped, but they would have to raise the money that would require to get it wrapped and then also make some money. So basically that's how we paid for the season, just through sponsors. And it was kind of up to everybody. We had team sponsors that were like our big stuff. Like we had Pure Fish when I was there, Alba Garcia in Berkeley, they stepped in, and then a couple other big time sponsors. And the top 5 guys on the team, top 5 teams on the team would get that sponsor stuff. And then we had a YouTube series where guys would follow us around, and we had a whole kind of behind the scenes deal. So that was kind of cool to be on that top 5 guys, and it was one of the strongest years that Auburn, strongest fisherman Auburn ever had. So it was pretty exciting to be part of that.
So did you guys have any like big rivalries with any other schools? Because I know other sports down there, colleges just
Alabama, is big and whatever, but Montevallo was a big. They actually do scholarships. Auburn's a big SEC school, so they don't actually give us much funding at all, if any. So it was all student driven, basically getting sponsors and that sort of deal. But Montevallo was our biggest one, and Bethel. Obviously, there's a couple powerhouses out there for sure that are always at the top. And when it's time to decide, when you graduate high school, where you want to go, Auburn's usually one of the ones that people have a lot of questions about, along with like Bethel and Carson Newman, a couple other schools. So
for fishing,
for fishing, you gotta pick your university or your college.
Janice was asking you, do they do cuts on the team? Like, how is that determined? Or
it was kind of cool the way Auburn did it. So, like, biggest thing is like Montevallo is they would do qualifiers, and I don't even know. I think they did qualifiers, but they would basically, the coach would say, "Hey, you're from South Carolina. I bet you can catch them on a blueback herring lake. You're going to Lake Lanier in Georgia." Basically, like the coach is kind of telling you, and you're like, "Hey, you need to fish with this guy." But for us, it was all student run. We never had a coach when we were at Auburn. We never had any never had to bow down to any faculty kind of stuff. It was all student ran. I want to fish. Like me and my brother fished together for several years, and basically they did the fall qualifiers, and you got all the sponsor stuff, but anyone was allowed to fish the tournaments. We raised enough money to where we paid for everyone's hotel, and then if you performed in the tournament, top 5 out of the guys on our team, you got reimbursed for gas. So it kind of kept it competitive, and you have guys that are not that great at fishing in the fall, because fall is just such a weird time of year anyways down here. But you have guys that really, really catch them in the spring, catch them other places. We had a guy who finished almost dead last in points on the Auburn qualifier, but he ended up fishing a tournament that he traveled for, I think in Hartwell, called him, qualified for the national championship, and top 3'd that and made the classic bracket and almost went to the Bassmasters Classic, and he finished dead last in our points.
Wow. So
like at other schools, some of them might not have that opportunity. So it was kind of a cool deal to do that.
And whose boats? Just your own boats?
Yeah, so a lot of it's your own boats, and then we also have like guys that just loan boats. Just there's the cool thing about being at such a big school is pretty much everybody. Bass fishing's huge down here, so everybody's got a boat. Or if you don't have a boat, you can definitely find somebody that you could sign up for the team even if you didn't have a boat and be paired with somebody. And the year before that, we did qualifiers. It was like basically like the Bassmaster Opens, random draw. So you got to fish with some cool people from other countries. Or, one of my best friends is actually from Montreal. So we always go to Champlain every year and go do that. And like combining the way we both fish, is pretty cool, and get to learn a lot of cool stuff from different people. We got a guy on the team from Africa, Canada, California, all over the place. So it's a really cool deal.
So the high school, you guys had a driver for the boat?
Yeah, so usually guy's dad, or like just a friend of a dad or friend of the school, just stuff like that. So,
and then once you went to Auburn, then you pilot.
Yeah, then you can drive yourself and everything like that. So yeah,
I've got a little guy, 5 years old, little boy, but he's going to school. He's going to Auburn.
Down in States, bro.
He's going to
Auburn.
Auburn. I'm coaching
now,
too.
yeah, nice.
He's going off. So you're making a career of it now. Like you can actually plan to make a career of it. You're working for G. Loomis Shimano. You said you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah. So I work for the rep group right now. Basically, what I do is just product training. So whenever a new product comes out before I cast or anything, I'll kind of get the guys behind the counter familiar with the products, and I'll bring my boat everywhere I go, so I can take guys out on the water and do that. So
that's
nice.
That's pretty neat.
That's a pretty cool gig.
So when do you have time to go Sasquatch hunting then?
Well, so I haven't been in a little bit. So that's
you're legit talking Sasquatch hunting, like you're legit.
So I mean, like we don't really have Sasquatches. Like we have 2 subspecies of Sasquatch.
Nice. See, I told you there's subspecies. Skunk apes down there, right?
All right, here we go, guys.
We got southern skunk ape or Florida skunk ape, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
And we have the Alabama white thing. It's not thing, it's thang. That's how they say it.
Thang.
The white
Thang.
Yeah, thang. Alabama white thing. So you gotta look it up.
Alabama white
That's which one I saw or heard or whatever, but I was fishing a night tournament one time out on Lake Martin. And I didn't have a partner, so everyone thinks I'm full shit, but I'm not. I went out there and I'm fishing y'all don't have a green monster light. I'm big buddies with Cooper Plant.
Yeah.
He's like, what is this green light you're talking about? Well, we have these submerged green lights off of everyone's docks down south. And the fish, they're just magnets to the fish.
Listen to this.
And we have these Tuesday night tournaments. And I was fishing this light. And I go to the water was down. I go to the back of the pocket. And the wind was pushing from my back. So I never was able to smell the thing. And I'm sitting there throwing my shaky head. And all of a sudden, out of my peripheral vision, it's a beaver moon, which is like a type of full moon. And I see this big rock thing get like flown into the water, and I know exactly what that is. It's a damn Sasquatch.
I'm going to get a
beer.
No, they throw rocks, bro.
They throw rocks.
They're not trying to kill you.
I had a friend who actually saw one and also had a rock thrown at him. So I had it in the back of my mind.
And I'm going to say you had a GoPro in your boat and it broke.
Well, it was night.
How come nobody has a picture of these damn things?
It was night, bro.
It was night.
I'm going to get a beer.
Yeah, so it was nighttime, so I never really saw it. But that's what it was. It was a Sasquatch, I mean, they come out on the started. That's how it started, yeah. So I always, yeah. So when I'm up in Maine and up that way, I'll keep my eyes peeled for them. So
you guys are gonna almost make me start drinking Bud Light again. I'm telling you. That goes with the story that Eric got abducted. But he doesn't remember nothing.
There's a story.
We'll get to that.
We look like there's a little small town over here. There's a story of this lady getting abducted by aliens too. So.
Oh shit!
And do you believe that?
No.
No.
You believe in Sasquatch, but not aliens.
They're saying you'll go hunting for Sasquatch, but you won't believe that.
They're different
story.
things.
I don't know this crazy,
but they're both real.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe her, but I'm not saying there's not aliens, but I don't know if she got abducted. In Alex City, Alabama. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, this is freaking awesome. Rock throwing is a common thing. They do it, man. They do it like to
throwing rocks,
intimidate you or something like that. They do so, and big ass rocks too, not like just
big rocks. Yeah,
big rocks, bro.
Well, maybe if they throw enough out there, you get some more structure.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
bro, Squatch fishing team Ryan Harper saw this on the highway. Look at that. There's
nice.
Bigfoot getting
there. You go.
Somewhere.
There's one legit.
I think that's the guy at freaking Vermilion Bay. We got a place up here that has a statue. We got statues of Sasquatch, Wildmen, they call them up here, everywhere.
Yeah.
But that guy's getting moved somewhere, so wherever he's going. But yeah. Subspecies. You like that, bro?
Yeah, subspecies.
Mogollon monsters down there, too. I think that's more Mississippi.
Yeah, it's more of a Mississippi thing. Yeah,
and
I'm more like
Texas.
I'm LA. I'm lower Alabama, like
LA.
Yeah, LA. So,
what other species you go for down there? And besides the bass, they got to have all kinds of stuff. Huh?
We got all types of stuff. There's striper. We have big striped bass in all the lakes. There's big catfish. I caught a giant at Lake Gunnersville a couple weeks ago. Caught like I don't know how big it was, probably like 60 or 70 pound flathead on a. You're talking about Petersboro tackle and all the cool stuff. I always order all the Japanese stuff. So I caught him on a Petersboro crank, and it's pretty cool. So
$60 crankbait.
Yep, deep plug. That's why I made sure I got him back too. So it's pretty cool.
Nice,
so,
nice.
We got all types of stuff, but the main focus is the bass around here. So I think the other day I was fishing a tournament. There was a 250 boat high school championship. So it was top guys in high school. And then there was a 60 boat night tournament, and then there was a 30 boat local tournament, and then there was another like 40 boat local tournament on the same day. Like
what? That happens down there, right?
Yeah, like we have some of the best fishing, but it's not taken care of at all. So that's why I gotta get some spinning poles and finesse them up a little bit. So
that's a lot of pressure.
We had a 40 team walleye tournament. And we're still bumping into each other on this lake.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, what's the etiquette down there? Because you're going to run 250 boats. You're going to run into people.
Sure. Yeah. So on the bank stuff, it's more like, hey, don't cut in front of me, like, super close. Give them a little bit of space. It's usually, I just eyeball it. I'm not sure exactly how far it is. But especially like the opens, I'm definitely a little bit more aggressive in those type of tournaments than fishing just locally at home. Because you kind of have to be on that tour because – everyone is kind of cutthroat. It's kind of like the wild, wild west. It's there's definitely rules. There's etiquette out on Lake Wheeler. I mean, I think y'all saw Milliken's video with Matt Pangrack.
Yeah.
There was some confrontation there.
Yeah.
On day 2, so there's a place I scanned. Keep in mind, Lake Wheeler is a, kind of a river, Tennessee River, but they get offshore, they stay offshore, they live offshore, but the offshore stuff there is in 2 to 5 foot of water, and it's hard to scan that stuff. So you can't see them all that great. Well, last day of practice, I scanned the school, and Tennessee River, it's kind of like you don't really want to stand up and check a lot of schools. You usually want to mark as much as you can, fish them during the tournament, because if you get seen catching one, more than likely there's going to be some pirates on you trying to come in. So
Pirates, eh?
Yeah.
They get pirates and
so they're going to be trying to get on you.
Everything, yeah.
So I had a place that I had marked, and keep in mind it's shallow water school. It's in 4 foot of water, and scanning bass in 4 foot of water, they don't like a motor over their head, so they end up spreading out, and they kind of look like catfish whenever you scan them that shallow on side scan. So I marked them, but never fished them, and I had a late number on day 1 of the tournament. Well, I had that spot in the back of my mind, like, hey, those might be bass, they might be catfish. I don't really know, but they look like bass. I think they're bass. Well, I rolled into my first spot where I wanted to fish. Nothing. Go to another place, catch a couple fish. And I had this place in the back of my mind. I wanted to let this one place rest. Well, I run up, and there's like probably 8 boats within casting distance of each other, like right next to each other. And honestly, where you could probably spit in the other guy's boat, to be honest with you, like bumper to bumper, really, really close.
Yeah, eh?
I was like, I'm not getting a part of that. Well, next day, I've got a earlier boat number. So I'm able to like, hey, I want to get on that school. Just check it. I'm going to spend 30 minutes there. And a guy who ended up catching them there on day 1, we kind of had a talk right there in the morning. He's like, hey, I caught him here, whatever. And, it's how the Tennessee River is. I said, yeah, man, I'll let you get your cast you need to make. I'll get behind you. Do whatever. I'll let you do it. But I'm still going to fish the spot. I'm going to fish around. Well, what ended up happening is the school moved from where he caught him on day 1. And I've got the scope on the sideways perspective. So I could see him up there sitting, and they were sitting right underneath his motor. So I had to bomb my jig and basically hit it on aiming his motor and like basically hit his motor. And the way the school was laid out, and I just got a piece of it. So,
Wow.
Caught 2 there, and then they ended up not helping me, but I was just like, it kind of got in my head like, hey, dude, I don't like fishing like this. I know how to catch them on other stuff. I ended up catching the weird way on some like other shallow stuff, and I had all that pretty much to myself. So, I prefer not to fish in the crowds, but summertime out here, there's a lot of stuff, and everyone's so good with their electronics. Everyone's got, previously 5 years ago, there's guys that are making $100,000 just fishing locally with strictly a swim jig and a frog all year long, just braid. That's how they fish, and that's just not how you can win tournaments anymore around here. There's definitely times of years, but you got to get off the bank a lot of times and do some other stuff and kind of get finessey with it. So
the Linders had a video just on Instagram this morning. They were saying the same thing. You can fish with like crankbaits and whatnot and frogs, you said, and you'll catch fish. But to catch checks nowadays, it's finesse now. It's like
I mean,
light stuff.
Yeah.
I fished last year was the first time I fished all 9 opens, and after the season I kind of like reflected and kind of did where I was like, I could probably qualify for the Elite Series if I had just thrown a wacky rig the entire time. I felt like I could go get bites, because there were several tournaments where I didn't catch a limit and I got hard headed where I wanted to grind out doing what I was doing to get big bites. But a 2-pounder is a 2-pounder, and especially if you don't have a limit, that's a lot of money when it comes down to it, and a lot of points at the end of the season. And like looking back last year, I had 3 tournaments where I didn't catch a limit, but I caught a couple big ones to where it kind of balanced out a little bit. But then I was looking at how close I actually was to making the Elites last year. If I would have caught not just one fish, but would have like accumulated a couple fish that came off, or would have just picked up a shaggy head or a Ned rig, drop shot, and just caught 1 or 2 by the boat.
Just to round up the limit.
Yeah, just to round up, So got smarter, definitely helped fishing a full year before this time. So
what are your chances this year?
think I'm in 33rd right now.
Nice.
So we still got a lot of fishing left.
Yeah.
So the first tournament of the year was at Lake Eufaula. That's my favorite place on earth. I thought when I saw the schedule, I was like, I have a really good shot at winning that tournament. That's what I thought. I was top 10ing. I was going to be really disappointed if I didn't top 10. And, you know, put a bunch of time out there. That's a big brush pile lake. I know that's not a big deal up north, but I sank a ton of brush. And the things that went down on that lake kind of changed a little bit. There's a lot of brush gets dragged off a lot by local guys and kind of some stuff like that happening. I had motor problems on day one. So I had 3 fish for 9 pounds. I had 2 big ones and a little squeaker. And then the second day, just kind of, I knew too much and just fished too fast. And I should have just picked one thing and just fished it. I felt like any of it would have been halfway decent to fish, but I wanted to fish everything I knew on that lake.
Right.
And ended up doing my worst opens tournament I've ever fished. Is 160th place. So
Whoa.
pretty bad out there on the home pond. You know, that was like a pretty humbling experience, you know, and these guys out here are no joke. And, you know, look at the weights. It took like 16 pounds a day to get a check, I think. And, you know, they really caught them.
On that fantasy stuff, I
so
never picked guys who
I knew I
fishing the
needed
home
to
lake
kind
no
of
more. The home lake guys always shit
so I
the
kind of they really do. I'm glad we're not going back to Alabama. So after that, I had a 16th, an 11th, and a 35th. So I've cashed 3 checks.
Okay.
Awesome, man. It's good.
Come back. So you know, after the first tournament, I jumped from 160th in points to like 70 something, and then from there jumped to 40, and then now I'm in 33rd. So just keep it up. Go keep getting checks. That's how you make the elites, is just catching 40 checks. Like if you can stay in that 40 range, I think you're gonna be really, really good. Just can't have another bomb. So
Nice.
I had 2 bombs last year and was close to making it. So
when you say you want to catch them with a weird way, are you willing to share some of that, or is that something you want to?
Yeah. So I mean, I room with Logan Parks and John Garrett, Josh Bragg. So we always like we don't ever show like spots or nothing, but we kind of like talk about how we did on the water and like kind of like, hey, I tried this, did you try that, you know, type thing. I was in this section, it was really muddy, you know, just to help us break down the water a little easier. And I always tell them what I do, and they're just like, that is the most barred out thing I've ever seen, like, or heard of to do. Like I caught them on that the heavy poop.
What?
Heavy what?
The heavy, you know, the cover scat by depths.
Never heard of it, bro.
You know, that's the first time
We started the show talking about shit now, and now he's gonna end it. You're talking about the heavy poop.
Shit.
Yeah, caught him on that at Wheeler.
Wow.
Toledo Bend caught him in like 40 foot, like 28 to 40 foot on a Magnum spoon, and then which was like, and it was April and they were spawning. It was just kind of weird, like, and it was weird because it was really weird. I'm a big spotted bass guy. I live on like a spotted bass lake, little spots. And they have a tendency to follow a bait to the boat, just like smallmouth do when you have a big group of them. Well, I could see them on scope. There was like a couple big dots mixed into the school, but every time I fired in there, I'd catch one of those little spots. Well, I figured, hey, let me cut down a football jig. Let me make it super finessey. And what I did was actually threw my jig at those spotted bass and my drop shot at those spotted bass. And I brought the entire school. I would caught them as fast as I could, like probably caught 30 in a row as fast as I could, and got the entire spotted bass school to get underneath the boat. And all that was left out there were those big largemouth that were eating those spots. And I fired that Magnum spoon in there, big swim bait, big bucktail jig. And that's how I got them. I just got them out of the way. So it's kind of cool doing that. And then just like doing I don't know, stuff you're not supposed to do different times of year, just kind of like thinking outside the box and just doing whatever, forgetting what you're supposed to do on a lake.
Yeah. Fishing whatever, right?
You said your room with Garrett?
John Garrett, yep.
Yeah, didn't he just win one?
He didn't win when he's leading the points, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, right up
John's leading the points. I think Logan's in 8th. Josh is in 11th. And then I'm in 33rd. So, you know, I think I messed up at Bugs Island because so far this year, every one of us, at least one of us, has been in the top 10. Except Bugs Island, I came in 11th and I didn't make it by a couple ounces. So they were giving me hell. But everything else, though, is I think this last tournament we all cashed a check, including John's granddad. So John Garrett's granddad actually travels with him and fishes co-angler. So that's kind of
Nice.
cool. We all got, all 5 of us got checks. So that's cool.
Sweet.
Is that the Bassin Bros you're talking about on your jersey?
So Bassin Bros is a guide service I started when I was 18 in high school just to make some money and do that kind of stuff. And then when I was at college, Lake Martin was only 25, 30 minutes away. So I would just take people out. I would take all online classes that I could, turn on Zoom, be basically in class and be drop shotting. So,
Nice.
taking people out. Yeah, so for sure. So it was pretty good to do that.
Life, man.
Yeah.
Nice, man. How can people follow you on the YouTube and everything, or are you on the Instagram?
So we had a guy following us around doing YouTube. He's actually a Canadian guy from Lake of the Woods area. He's no longer able to do it the rest of the season, so we're actually looking for a videographer for the rest of the season. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get the YouTube stuff like fired up a little bit more, and kind of the rest of the season all be on YouTube. So
Nice.
we should try to do it. And
Who's the guy from Lake of the Woods?
his name was Mitch. Forgot his last name. He's the one who invented the NBT Marine. So they're the giant. They make a 21-inch graph, and basically you can connect your Garmin and your Humminbird and your Lowrance all together off of one screen. So you could be live scoping with Mega 360 at the same time, which is pretty cool.
A 21-inch graph.
On a 21-inch graph
on your boat.
I got to look that up now.
So you have to
Real
have
now, man.
So you only have
That's
to
out of
one
Baudet.
screen.
That's out of
I mean,
Baudet,
these
right?
guys in the opens are running 5 and 6 graphs. It's crazy. So I mean, it makes it a lot more simple when you just run one big one.
Yeah.
But I like to get up shallow and flip. I'd probably hit it with my big weight. So
Crazy.
That's cool stuff, man. Jake Maddux, follow him on the elite qualifiers. We follow Jamie Bruce, a good friend of the show here, a good buddy of ours.
yeah, he's been smashing them. So
Yeah, so
That's
we'll
awesome,
follow
man.
Jake Maddux too, the Sasquatch
appreciate it.
experience there. The White Thang.
Alabama
White thing.
Jake White Thang Maddox. That's his
that's
name.
right.
Damn.
You gotta pick some winners here, though, bro. Like you gotta
Okay.
quickly.
Let's
You gotta
see.
do some. You gotta pick some.
We got
winners.
a lot of pictures.
Lots
Well, this
to go
is
through.
Micro Beast of the Week. Big Smoke, thank you, and Steinbach. Thanks again, Rob Turner over there. We got Mike got a little one. Santos. These are the fish that we catch, bro. Those are big.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are big for us.
But
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Mike. He's got a little Somali.
nice.
Nice.
It looks like a nice little aquarium bass in college. We had a couple.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we had a couple aquarium bass that we would catch kind of everywhere. We had a Lake Eufaula fish, a Hartwell bass. Never had any smallmouth. We tried to take some from the St. Lawrence River, but I think it was kind of looked down upon. So
Yeah, they don't want.
we didn't do that. So
Cool. Shout out to Greg Kilburn there, Murray's buddy.
Yeah.
Got a nice mud pouch stone cat there. You're talking about big flatheads. We got little stone cat. We got big channel catfish here though. Big
right,
channel
yeah, I
catfish.
saw that. So yeah, I got confused because I guess there's a Lake Falcon up there also, like not the one in Texas.
Not in Texas.
No.
We got the.
And then a Red River. That's not.
That's
Yeah.
not the Texas one either, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Aaron, we would say Falcon. It's Falcon Lake up here, Falcon in Texas.
yeah.
And my aunt would always call it fucking lake.
Shout out to Darren Ziprick, Century 21, Westman Realty. $100 to the Youth Beast of the Month for June. So the first week of entries, we have a whole pile of them here. Sorry, the kids went to bed already, but we'll show them here. This is what I was saying is going to cost us a lot of money because one kid this month is going to get $100. But how do you not?
They all
give
get
these
a prize.
kids-
They all get a prize.
Yeah,
man,
they're all.
right?
They're gonna cost us some money, but nice work here. This was an end of May. Technically doesn't count, but get out of here. That's awesome. You
No,
brought
that
in.
works, man. That works.
Nice.
That counts, bro.
Good job, little earlier. Andrew's daughter, Jennifer Dolinsky's daughter here, Huntley, age 3, cast and reel.
And
Gill,
all
bluegill.
herself, eh?
Nice little
Nice.
bluegill, eh?
Yeah, 9-inch. So
9-incher.
God, they're all getting it. And you, Jake Maddux, got to pick one kid. You got a single one out
Right.
here.
Let's see.
We got a whole pile of them.
Oh, there's more. Scott Tipley is grandson. Emmett, 29-inch master, 100% himself from cast to land. Grandpa just helped him hold it up. But,
29-incher.
Fired
Nice.
up. I think I'm gonna go with him.
oh, you haven't
wait,
seen
wait,
the nice
wait,
one.
yeah, we
He's
got
picking out
a
already.
lot of pictures, man.
Oh, okay.
What about this one, Santos here?
What is that thing?
It's a 6.5-pound burbot from Lesser Slave Lake, Alberta.
What is it called?
It's a burbot.
So this
Burbot.
is a eel
Burbot,
pout,
yeah.
Eel
Eel
pout.
pout.
freshwater cod, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you guys don't have. The closest would be like What a bowfin? That's the closest.
Yeah, okay,
Maybe
yeah.
like a bowfin.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
6.5 pounder, man.
Shout out to
Digging.
Joe Tilley there for guiding there in the background there. Joe
Yeah.
Tilley in Grand Prairie, Alberta. Cool stuff. So that's Quinn, Curtis Beams boy.
These kids can fish.
Yeah, man.
There's
Kid's
some
got the
big
GoPro
fish, man.
too. So there's
Got the
video of
GoPro on
that.
his head already.
Yeah.
He's learning.
So that's a beauty shield eye there.
Rick Wheeler. Hey, he's got a nice little walleye. 4-inch fireball, he said. That's what he
Yeah.
used. 15-inch walleye.
So bottle cap lure. Kid had a fit because he refused to put it on. And then he caught
Not
one
even
out of
5 minutes. You got one. Yeah.
that. Listen to kids sometimes, man. Don't doubt them, man. When they want to use something, let them use it.
Just
Whatever.
let him fish, man.
I
Who's
met
this?
this kid, man, at the FAM cleanup. We cleaned up the shoreline there the other week. Shout out to FAM, by the way, for doing the Lockport shoreline cleanup there. Collected 10 bags of garbage,
Yeah.
treasure chest, a tire, and a shopping cart, and more stuff. But
The
no help.
door?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff out there,
Yeah.
man. Where were you, Santos, on the cleanup day?
I was
Making
what
something
day was
up.
that? No, man. It was Vanya's birthday.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay.
Oh,
Next week it'll be
working.
Vanya's birthday again. You watch. Watch out,
Whatever.
bro. What's going on, bro? But shout out to Noah. Good job there. You got a pike,
Yeah.
bass, walleye that day. Fantastic, man. He loves his fishing, man. Good stuff.
Another
There's
greenback.
a nice-
Hey, another walleye.
There's another. That's a nice walleye.
Yeah.
On a glide bait. 8-inch glide bait.
Glide
That's-
bait. Woo!
Man,
I'm a big glide bait guy. That's sick.
The
Yeah.
fish, she was fishing
25
for
inch.
pike.
yeah.
I'd be a little scared around the pike.
You guys got pike down there? You don't have pike down there, right?
We got- We have pickerel, I guess, so I call them pike. But
Okay.
we,
yeah.
they
Bass
don't
pickerel.
catch them that much. So
Cool. Rick Wheeler's
Who's this?
next. Age
Again.
6, the older one. The other one was 4. This Haven's 6 years old. Jigging. Too scared to grab the fish. Your younger brother had to do the dirty work. He was working the back of the
Had to
boat.
do
looked
all the
over.
work. Okay.
Yeah, obviously overwhelmed by the size of the net. He was determined to assist her. And always going, oh, the sister got it.
Sister caught it. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
The brother just is helping hold it.
He's just
That's
helping hold on to it.
Yeah.
Nice. That's great to see. That's good to see.
So 2 from Wheeler's kids. Nice.
Good job. Rick Keel. Both his daughters' first walleye went out with a friend of the show, Matt Cornell's Brewing
Yes.
Outfitting and Guide Service. So awesome stuff. This is like these are the walleye we catch up here. There, Jake. All kinds of stuff right now. It's nuts.
yeah, they look crazy looking.
200 of
Nice.
these.
Another
things a
master
day.
here, man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's cool there. And then we got one more, Grayson Moran.
Grayson.
First master angler for him. A master angler up here is a trophy fish. So 28 inches is considered a trophy walleye. 18
Yeah.
inches for bass. And this is kid's first one. So congrats, Grayson.
You got a 29.
Cool.
So now Jake has to pick one out
Now
of
you
all
got to
those.
pick one.
That's a tough one. I'm
Hmm.
gonna do the. Let me do the 2 kids that are brother and sister.
Ah,
Give them
the Wheeler kids.
The
Wheeler
Wheeler
kids.
kids.
yeah, they can
Okay.
share it. They can share the prize.
Ah, nice work, brother.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
All right,
Awesome.
Brantley and
Perfect.
Haven.
Sweet.
Nice, right
Right
there. Okay. Well done, brother. Well done. We'll bring Leon in here too. Here.
Oh, hello. We got a special guest.
Hello.
Hey, Kelsey. Hello.
Hello.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool. So he just picked that. We're putting him on the spot here. We got one more to do. Beast
Sat-
of the week.
Now, I think that was Santos just before the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My stomach.
Yeah.
We're gonna run through.
Exactly.
We're gonna run through these quick. We're into overtime right now. We're usually a 1 hour show. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us like Jomar, you can watch it on YouTube or on Facebook. It's
Gabe
all archived
Alvarez,
down
very
to
nice.
2017. So Gabe Alves with a kayak rock bass here.
Yep.
What else
Beauty.
we got here? We're going the wrong way on the mouse there, but all the way from Ireland, bro.
Oh, there's our
Now that's next level blurring.
2 different fish.
Yeah, that's-
right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like blurring everything out, eh?
He's a fan of Eric. Like,
Not
taking a
leaving
magnifying
nothing to
glass.
chance there. Like he blurred everything, bro. Even his hair.
yeah. It's there.
Very
Lost.
welcome. Santos' partner.
They're their partner, man. Blue, this darkest small he's ever caught.
Like, that thing's almost blue, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, 21 incher.
That's nice.
They're out there. Blue walleye are on the shield there. So there
Yeah.
you go. Chachi.
Chachi.
Little football. That's a nice looking bass.
Nice.
Okay. What do we got?
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
That's
The
that's bigger than a
controversial
pickerel,
man.
What do you think of those, Jake?
That's what the glide bait is for. Those fish like that, man.
Yeah.
I would be so scared.
He's not scared of the white thing, but he's scared of a northern pike.
Yeah.
Taking my bait for sure. These glide baits get pretty pricey.
This guy catches a pile of them.
Yeah. And Daniel's last video there, he pulled that one out without a net. He's like, I got it. Don't worry. And he reaches down and pulls her out. It's crazy.
Cool stuff. There's that. Donna Lee Bean.
Donna.
Multiple time winner. Hammering
Donna
the
Lee.
wall.
Crazy.
Okay.
There you got our specialist.
5
Specialist
MAs.
for that, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Biggest bean 30.5. Not to be
Randy.
outdone is Randy Bean, of course. Here he got 3 himself. There's a couple of
Guide.
them.
He's guiding, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool stuff. So
They have the best. They have the best jerseys out there, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wearing the life jackets too. I like that. Though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What we got here?
Oh.
Jason Hildebrand,
Beautiful.
31.5 inches. That's a
31 and a half. That's big.
Nice.
big-
That's big, man.
I think that's at Pelican, actually. No, Lake of the Prairies, Pelican.
I think Lake of the Prairies.
Yeah.
That's Lake of the Prairies because look at the bat like over his right shoulder.
Okay.
So-
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Lake of the
yeah.
Prairies.
Yeah.
Beauty. 31.5.
Oh,
Wow.
Totally
that's
useless next week in a tournament, Mike. Totally useless.
Eric, that's
They're
where
saying,
you
they're
got
saying
your
Pelican. Yeah.
that's where you got your
Pelican.
29. Eric.
Pelican, Ian J says. Eric says it's a Pelican. Wow. Caught on Friday. Nice.
Nice. There
There's
you go.
31s in Pelican now? Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Wow.
another
Yeah,
Pelican.
yeah, yeah,
That's
okay.
where it is.
Beautiful.
Nice work,
That's where it
Jason. Cool
is.
stuff.
Yeah, good job,
bro.
Jason.
Matt Galley. This is
Matt Gell. DQ Kelly there.
Yeah.
That's,
DQ'd. DQ'd.
Try.
Got some DQ.
They're bumpers. They're bumpers. They're passports. So
Dairy Queen.
you won't know. I would guess that to be 42.5.
40. I think he said 42 in my message.
He doesn't know. He doesn't. They didn't have a
Yeah.
He didn't have it.
So
They just had the judge, 18 inches.
all guesses.
Yeah, there's a nice
Robert
little.
on the first ever
Robert.
sturgeon. Nice.
Nice.
Congrats, yeah.
We'll catch a bunch of those.
Yeah, you can. Some places you're not allowed to target them.
Okay.
But
Sometimes they magically hit a hook, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's just a baby one. But
It's
Yeah.
a small one,
We
man.
got 5 footers
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Good
Robert.
job,
Well done.
Brandon. Oh,
Janice Serla.
Janice Serla.
Probably caught on Falcon Lake. Falcon Lake.
Falcon.
Jake,
Johnny
just
Adderwall.
so you know, if Janice doesn't win, she's gonna choke Eric out. That lady's gonna.
Dude, yeah. Dude, don't
Okay.
pick on your sister because she'll take you out. I'm watching. I got videos of her taking you out.
That is my sister. There, man. You better pick her, bro, because fucking I'm gonna get choked out. Last week's winner, Brandon Pilgrim.
Brandon
with a
Pilgrim.
bass, and now he beats a new PB with a 31-inch, 11-pound wall.
11-pounder, eh? Look at that.
Yeah, Jeno, him, and Dave had a
They're just
pretty
killing
killer
it.
day there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a good, nice day there.
Cool. Dan Yerke.
Daniel, oof!
Buffalo.
Nice buffalo. That's a big buffalo.
That's
Look at
a
the
nice
eyes
one,
on
man.
that thing.
You know what that is, Jake?
Buffalo carp.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we have those on. We
You got
snag
those, eh?
an accident a lot of times on big plug.
Big plug, eh?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one wasn't snagged either. Dan says that it bit his twister tail. So
Really?
Yeah.
nice work.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah. Cool. 31.125 exact buffalo.
There you go.
Okay.
Laser measurement there.
Not to be
Marty.
outdone, Marty Alders out in Brandon, Home Hardware.
I like the
Awesome
colors
fight.
on that one.
Look at
Yeah,
that. Yeah, look at
that
that. eh?
orange.
Look at
That's
the
pretty
colors
cool.
on that thing.
Look at that
Is it
tint
the
on
same
that,
fish?
man.
Nope, not the same fish. You know me, I'm always checking if it's the same fish.
It's got that mark on the side there, though. Eh?
Yeah, we would tell.
But look at the colors. The
That's
colors
nice.
are killer.
Well,
Yeah.
you want to
Nice
see color.
colors there.
You want to see color.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, hey,
that
Brandon.
color. So this is a
Nice.
this is a Markowski rainbow trout, but it does look like a pink salmon.
Yeah.
It does.
Isn't that wild? That's a rainbow trout, but the big old
Yeah.
rootstock up there in the paw.
Nice catch, Brandon.
Brandon can't say we didn't show
Nice
his fish,
fish, man.
bro.
I
Yeah.
know, eh?
Yeah.
Brandon Elliott.
But that's the color I was saying. Look at this one.
Look at this one right here, man.
That's somebody's goldfish.
Can't
Yeah.
miss that one.
So that's a koi, right? Wouldn't that be a koi or just a carp that has a?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's just the carp. Just
That looks like just a carp.
carp, bro.
That's just gold.
Just
Wow.
yeah.
Interesting.
They're supposedly they're really rare. Like I think he was saying something or someone on his post said that they're super rare, man.
The hibachi restaurant probably had that out front.
Yeah. Are you gonna catch your supper? Yeah, exactly right. That's
super
wild,
rare.
man.
Super rare.
Whatever we know that he's going to get a tattoo of that probably on his.
That's a thick walleye. That.
And
Oh, look at that thing.
30 and a half, almost 13 pounds.
That
For-
is.
For
That's a big
for a
fish.
spring walleye, that's big. It hasn't laid its eggs yet,
Oof.
obviously. 12 and a half. 12.41 to be
Nice.
exact. Huge. Huge.
Look at that.
Thing's
Nice.
massive, man.
All
Look at that belly.
right. Jake Maddux. The white thing is gonna pick.
Let's see. I don't know if I should go Kurt or Matthew with that big gator trout. Big gator
Oh.
looking pike. I think that pike's pretty cool. That one right there. I think I'm gonna go with that one.
You like that
Hey.
one?
Hey.
Oh, Matthew Gelly.
Gelly.
Last time he won was like 5 years ago. So he's
So
back.
he's still waiting for his prize.
He's still waiting for his prize. Bro. Yeah. Nice work. He's the qualifier this week for Beast of the Week.
Nice.
$100 donated by Team Fui Automotive. So cool stuff, man. We got through it. Donald Trump carp. Donald Trump.
Hey, man,
Orange.
whatever, man.
Orange. I just got it. I
Orange,
just
yes.
got that. Orange. I got you. Cool. But yeah, Jake Maddux, give him a follow. What are you,
Yeah.
J-Mad Fishing on Instagram?
Yeah, JMad_fishing. So yep.
JMad_fishing.
Nice.
Give him a follow here. He's got a handful of tournaments left, still a whole pile, and he's gonna make
Yeah.
the Elite Series. That'll be freaking cool.
That'd be
That'd
awesome,
be
man.
sick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be at ICAST this year. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna book my flight, so we're gonna meet up, bro. If you go to
Yeah,
ICAST.
for sure. I'll be in the Shimano booth and the Echo Baits booth. I'll be doing a seminar with Echo Baits, so you can come
Awesome.
by the tanks or come by Shimano booth. We'll say what's
Nice.
up.
We're gonna go
Nice.
Sasquatching. I'll be
Yeah.
at the hard and soft fishing booth there, and you'll have to come over too, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna have some time to walk around. I might disappear for a little bit. So
Nice.
Jake's going to be at booth 15. Eric's going to be at booth 2035. Opposite.
it's amazing that place.
No, cool, man. We appreciate you, man. Jake, man, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Appreciate
that.
y'all.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, thanks for coming
on.
Doing that
Awesome,
too.
man.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Every Monday, 8:15, live. You don't know what's gonna happen on this show. That was Jake Maddux there, the White Fang. That's cool, man. Mike Catoli, Jeremy Santos,
Bye.
Leon the intern. See y'all next week.